flow. It's what we know. If you're coming over, I just wanna be real with somebody, somebody like me. If I tell you how I'm feeling, would you say that you want me, that you want me? 'Cause I'm so sick of all the noise, all the back and forth. Just wanna find a still place where I could go. I lose myself, I cannot help it, I'm emotional. Oh, if you feel like this, would you let me know? Would you let me know? Please let me know. Would you let me know? Oh, if you feel like this, would you let me know? Would you let me know? Please let me know. Would you let me know? Please let me know. White noise on the telephone, fall asleep to TV shows. It's what we know, gets too comfortable. No space for the tangible, we get lost in the virtual. Are you less alone when you're logging on? If you're coming over, I just wanna be real with somebody, somebody like me. If I tell you how I'm feeling, would you say that you want me, that you want me? 'Cause I'm so sick of all the noise, all the back and forth. Just wanna find a still place where I could go. I lose myself, I cannot help it, I'm emotional. Oh, if you feel like this, would you let me know? Would you let me know? Please let me know. Would you let me know? Oh, if you feel like this, would you let me know? Would you let me know? Please let me know. Would you let me know? Please let me know.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Overwatch fans all across the world. This is the Will English Invitational. Welcome back. My name is Will English IV, and with me this evening is going to be Captain Jack. And we've got a little bit of work to do tonight for the draw show. How you feeling, Jack?
That is absolutely true. I am doing great. Well, first of all, thank you so much for inviting me back. This is we're in for quite a heck of a night, folks. I don't think you all even realize what we have got planned coming up, because honestly, some things have kind of been shifting around in the background that haven't even really been revealed live yet. We're going to be letting you know all about that tonight. But Will, I am so excited. We got a lot of teams. We got a lot of talent, and there's a lot of money on the line too.
Yeah, there is. So yeah, and thanks part to you for adding to the prize pool this time around. So if you can imagine the Will English Invitational, the first one we did, kind of blew expectations out of the water. We had 20 plus teams. We had our zero in attack mode battling out in grand finals, as the prophecy is foretold. But this time we're doing the second one, and it's double the teams, double the prize pool, double the action. We've got teams on the North American side, and we also have an EU division this weekend as well. So shout outs to Zathon and Bolzer to be taking care of that. But that's just not the tip of it, right? We have 32. Well, we have 31 right now, so we're working on the 32nd team, so that team will be there. But the idea is we've got so many players, so many teams, and just from all walks of life. I mean, just there's already a little bit of drama brewing in the background as well for some of the teams that are in this bracket. But either way, we're not gonna banter along too long, because we got a long night, Jack. We've got 32 teams we got to place, number one, and then we're gonna do the EU draw later on tonight. But if you want to check out the conversation, want to join the conversation, this is one of the enhancements we've made to the production. Check out the hashtag Invitational. Your tweet might end up on the broadcast tonight. So either way, so when we last left our teams back in Invitational back in January, again, it's unfortunate that our Zeros team has been disbanded. So, also before the show, we also had a team name disbanded. So I was trying to make a joke there, but it didn't work. But the idea is so we will not have a returning champion. So the championship trophy, whatever it exists in whatever reality, is vacant right now. But on the other side, we also have attack mode, which also has changed banners, and they will be joining us under the banner of Initial Drift. And that's just the start of it, right? We've got Depaul back into the bracket. We've got Spin to Win. Now, Imagine Spin to Win was a gauntlet team in the last event, and now they're in the main bracket because, again, just stuck with it, and now they're going to be playing for a title as well. And just a number of teams. We've also got Team Regen, who also fielded a all-female non-binary team in the Regen Moki as well. So that's gonna, it's just so nice that they all are, everybody's just kind of coming in for the competition. It's just so exciting. So I don't want to stall too much longer. So I think we're going to get production to put up the teams that are qualified so far. Like I said, I've reached out to most of you personally, so you know who you are. But I'm just going to go through the list, just so that it's clear and we're X, Y, and Z. And you'll also notice that all the teams have numbers next to them, which of course is going to correspond to our wonderful ping pong balls that we're going to be drawing in just a second here. But congratulations to all the teams that have qualified. We're just going to go through the list real quick just to make sure we all know who we're talking about here. So we have the Weird Squad, which of course was our Invitational quarterfinalist last time, and I'm sure they're looking for revenge to get into that top spot. We also have Initial Drift, which again is the new squad, composed of former attack mode members. Now, you might as well be the same team, just falling under a different banner. We have Forge Academy, which is the former Kaiju Corp King Caesar team, and that's with the same YN, Shiji, and company. So those folks, and that's just a new organization in Chicago. Great group to work with. Then of course we have Depaul Esports, which is their varsity squad. And then, of course, now we get into some of the juicier teams. We have False Appearance Void, which I know that they're a trials team, and it's just, it's just like it's just like the level of talent is already there. Then we have Kong, which their team is actually kind of I have it in my notes that basically Kong is our Invitational UTD team, just without Louis. He's not on the roster. Well, he's an alternate, but he's not going to be playing on the main team this weekend. And then we have Lo-Fi Aim, which also a funny story. That team was supposed to be defense mode, so we were supposed to have attack mode and defense mode. So both of them decided to play in other banners this time around. So that's Lo-Fi Inc. So we're happy to have them in. And then our team of mystery, which I'm not going to say their full actual name on the broadcast, but they know who they are, is AJHA. From what I can tell you is that without saying it out loud, they have been tearing through. They actually played in the tournament in January, and they beat both Hour Zero and Attack Mode handily, right? So I can only imagine if they actually would have played in our bracket and stuff like that. We're going to move on. So you notice that the first 8 teams are in what we call Pool A. And what we're going to do here is that we're going to do a little bit of favor to the bracket so that we try to make this a little bit more fair, and say that, and just say like, hey, we're going to pick these teams and put them into the bracket early, just ahead of everybody else. So that way, these teams, they've proven their mettle. They've made it far into the bracket. Either invitational qualifier, or we already know kind of like what they can do. So we're going to pick those teams right now and make sure that those teams are evenly spread out amongst the groups. Now, for those who are just new to this whole process here, we're going to draw. We've got a random draw here, and and on cue, we also have our dear little ping pong balls. So the idea is that, like, even though we put those teams into the group, into Pool A, the idea is that I don't know who's going to be playing. There are the number of people are asking me for the schedule, and I'm like, I don't know who are you.
That's what tonight's all about.
That's what tonight's all about. So let's not stall any further, Jack. We're going to start picking out. Let's get the Pool A teams out of the way, and so, and also what I'm going to do here is I'm just going and then. With the last tournament, we did a snake draft, which means that we're going to pick Group A, Group B, Group C, Group D, and then snake back D, C, B, and A. And we're going to do this all the way through until we get to the 32 team. And then also, if you looked in the other graphic, I'm sure somebody's paying attention here. Yes, we don't know who that 32nd spot is just yet. We're trying to field that team again. We've lost teams over the shuffle. Like, it's just been unfortunate. We had Select Snacks in the bracket, and they unfortunately had to drop, and we had a color a last bit of stuff. But it's the nature of the business, right? It's just how it all works. So we're trying to make sure that we fill out the bracket. So that spot is open. I am accepting applications and bribes, and then no bribes. But anyway, so what? And then this is going to be an example draw. So what I would do is, like, you're going to see my face in the camera, and it's going to make this legal. And then I'm going to pick a ball, and then I'll show it to the camera, which is going to be here. So this was BB4. So in this particular case, if that was a legal draw, that would be Depaul Esports, and they would go into Group A. And we're going to just do this all night long. So here we go. The first draw, the first team. Jack, are you excited?
Woo, I am ready. And for those that may not understand why we're separating out the groups like this, let's just say that it was luck. Yes. The way that attack mode in Hour Zero fell last time around. And we had talked to Will about that afterwards, just the fact that, if they had ended up on the same side of the bracket, we could have seen a very different finals. And so the idea of this is that we want to try to spread out that very high talent that we know about across the bracket so that we can make it kind of more of a fair fight. And at very least, those semifinals and finals, they're gonna be spicy, folks.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So, and on top of that, I mean, like yes, the Hour Zero Attack Mode Grand Finals was luck, and not only was it luck, but like the groups auto progressed into that bracket, so they ended up on opposite sides of the bracket without even me touching it. Yep. So we're trying to get a better result, but this time around, we kind of know the pedigree of the teams. One of the differences from the first invitational was I didn't know any of the teams and strengths, and I didn't know how to judge that or whatever. So now we get to just go ahead and we know some history, right? And then when we get to the next tournament, we'll know even more history, right? Because it's just going to be more and more people. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I want to present to you the first draw for tonight. It's going to be B5. So it's going to be team number 5. And that is going to be, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be False Appearance Void going into Group A.
Ooh, all right.
So already, let's see. So I'm going to do this, and it's going to update the nifty little bracket we have here. All right. So moving on, we're going to also get to our next draw, which is going to be team number 6. It's going to be team number 6, and that is going to be Kong. So that's going to go. That team is going to go into Group B. So good luck to UTD and company. You know, I'm not sure that what's the proper way to go about that, but here we go. So so that is 2 already down, and now we're gonna see who's gonna lead off in Group C.
All right.
And that is going to be team number 2. That is team number 2, and that is going to be our dear friends Initial Drift, aka Attack Mode. So that.
Yeah, the way it's shaping out right now, honestly, I would love to see a 9 versus 2 attack versus defense mode.
Yeah, I would.
That would be nice. Well, let's see if we can get that. Let's see if we can get that roll.
I mean, the ping pong balls have spoken at times. So here we go again. We're gonna pick our next team, which is gonna go into Group D, and that's gonna be team number 7. Team number 7. So
so close. So close.
Can't have night. This is why we can't have.
They just didn't want to wait. Defense mode was like, nope. Attack mode's already in. Gotta get myself in there. Gotta get in. Right.
So 4 teams down. Now the next team that's going to get drawn is going to go right back into Group D. So joining Lo-Fi Aim in Group D to start off with is going to be team number 1, and that is going to be the Weird Squad.
Weird Squad.
Ooh, chance for revenge, except on the defense mode squad. Holy crap! So
yeah. And note, some of these teams have faced off against one another, even after the Will English Invitational, folks.
Yeah.
So, I got to see some of these teams in open division face off against one another and face off against other teams. So, some of these are payback matches.
Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to it.
Absolutely, and take all the opportunities. So here is our next team. It's going to be team number 4. Team number 4, and that's going to be Depaul Esports playing against Initial Drift.
DePaul.
That's already. Jeez. All right.
Yeah.
Two ping pong balls left. And that is going to be team number 3. Team number 3. So that is going to be Forge Academy is going to be playing against Kong, and that is going to be a Kaiju Corp reunion party.
All right.
So that's going to be P Chicago's Forge. Yep. All right, is it in here? First error. So we have to type this in. So it's going to be, let's see, Chicago's Forge. And finally, the last team, which just if it was keeping count, is going to be team number 8, which is going to be AJHA, and that okay. So that is going to be that's already heating up. All right, so. Just like that, we now have the first 8 teams into the bracket, and it's already getting interesting to say the least. It is already interesting to say the least. So now we're gonna move on into the second half of the bracket. So if you notice, I was gonna say now I just dropped the ping pong ball. So I'm gonna put the top 8 away, and now I've got the bigger ball here. So here we go. So this is the rest of the North American teams, and just hang tight for EU folks. We will definitely get to you after the draw here. So now we picked all teams from Pool A. So now all the rest of the teams are fair game, right? So we still have Empyrean, Order Local Hydras, Quest Esports, Regen Moki, Tier 3 Osu. We have Depaul Esports Black that's in here. Indiana Tech Warriors, they were also part of our Invitational 1. Spin to Win, as we just mentioned. Solstice Pyra, Team Anxiety, Rolling Ronalds, Pockfish, Modern Renegades, which is actually an EU team. They're an EU team that wanted to play in NA, and I checked with them. I asked if you wanted to play in the NA bracket, and they said yes, they're going to play. Right. So then we have another Tier 3. I don't even want to pronounce what that team name is, but that's what they want to go with. So we're going to go with it. They know who they are. Then we have Cryogenic. We also have Agave Coven, which I don't understand how you mix Agave and Coven, but that's fine. We have Reno Empathy, UT Arlington, which we picked up that team from the official EGF. Shout outs to Tyler from that crew. And Bird Society Chickadee, which I'm not sure on the name, but Apparently they have. Apparently there's a bird society. Apparently there's a bird society out there.
I actually know a little bit about this organization. So they have a variety of teams across the spectrum in the Tranquility tournament. Currently, Bird Society Ibis is fighting in our Transcendence tier. To make their way back up into the playoffs bracket. So, and then in a previous season, we had Bird Society Hawks. So, lots of great talent comes from that organization for sure. So they should be giving teams a really good fight coming into this.
Yeah, absolutely. And so then we have Team Avidity, we have Team Contract, which is kind of a last minute entry, along with Team Vortex, which I believe is CC Vortex. And again, I'm not sure the organization above them, but we're gonna go with Vortex, and again, they know who they are. And then finally, again, so if we draw Team 32 in this particular context, because we don't know who that team's gonna be, they're just gonna be slotted in whatever group they are. And if we get the team in time before we start tomorrow, we'll just we'll slot them in there. So this is a mystery team that could be, it could be the miracle you're looking for. I have no clue. But the idea is, if we don't have that team by then, if they get disqualified, then we're just going to give a bye to the first seat in that group. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So now time for the second phase. And it's going to get crazy in here. Here we go. All right. So now we're going to start back over and going into Group A. So the first team going to be joining Group A will be team number 22. Team number 22. That is going to be our EU team, Modern Renegades.
Wow. How about a start like that? Goodness gracious.
So let's just make sure I can get this in here. Yep, Modern Renegades. There you go.
Beautiful.
And all right, so now let's keep going. So now we're going to go. So joining Kong and Forge Academy in Group B is going to be team number 14. Team number 14, and that's going to be our Tier 3 Osu team.
All right.
The relevant what should call it, the whatever the rhythm game Osu, like whatever. We can't use the logos, guys. We can't use copyrighted logos on screen. Come on.
Yep. Unfortunate.
Yep. So here we go. Joining Initial Drift and Depaul Esports in Group C is going to be team number 17, and that is going to be our gauntlet turned main bracket spin to win. To win.
All right.
It's going to join us in Group C. Here we go. Just like that, we're already.
We're just gonna keep going. Just keep rolling on.
We got so many more teams. So joining Group D is going to be team number 30. Team number 30, and that is going to be Team Contract.
All right.
In that bracket. All right.
And they'll be facing off against Lo-Fi, AIM, and the Weird Squad. So, like Will said before, we're going to snake around. So it's going to go D to A, A to D, and we're going to just keep going like that. So who's going to be added to that stacked Group D, Will?
Well, team number 32. Team number 32. So guess what? It's the mystery team. It is our mystery team. We don't know who it is. It could be a buy. It could be a buy. It could be a 4.5K just wrecking shop. We don't know. We'll find out. You'll find out as soon as you do. All right.
That's definitely going to be interesting. We'll see how that works out.
So going back to Group C is going to be team number 26. Team number 26, and that is going to be Reno Empathy. We'll join them in that group. So already hyping up. All right, let's go into Group B. The next team we're joining Group B is going to be team number 9. Team number 9, and that is going to be Empyrean.
Alrighty.
All right. And finally, rounding out in Group A is going to be team number 25. Team number 25, and that's going to be Agave Coven.
All right.
Already. So we are halfway through the draw right now, Jack. What
Yeah.
what do you think? What are your initial thoughts so far?
Well, I mean, as always, my dad joke sensors are going off the charts right now. Group B, I'm already seeing like a King Kong versus the versus like some kind of kingdom movie getting ready to come out of there with Empyrean and Forge Academy right there. You got initial drift and spin to win. Might as well be right in the next Fast and Furious movie in Group C. Weird Squad, Team 32, almost kind of like we've got an Area 51 situation going on there. And, in Group A, Agave Coven and Modern Renegades, that Group A's just a bunch of outcasts. They're just looking to make a name for themselves, and they're just chilling on the outskirts, ready to jump on in when people aren't paying attention and just yank victory away at the final moments.
So are you doing your picks based on like you're not picking them based on strength, but picking on like
Nope.
what their team names and all stuff?
Like you, I know very few of the teams that we have listed. Like you said, some of these teams are running under different banners. Some of these teams may have players that I'm familiar with, but with 32 rosters, I can't say in the last 24 hours I've had the chance to go over all of them. So we could be seeing a lot of talent. Like you said before, we've seen Weird Squad, we've seen Depaul Esports, Lo-Fi Aim and Initial Drift, formerly Attack and Defense mode. We've got some major talent here. So no matter who gets sorted at this point in time, it's going to be a showdown, folks. So really, this is going to be going on from now until Sunday.
Yeah,
do not miss it, folks.
For sure.
Do not miss it. This is going to be some incredible Overwatch.
Yep. And so we're gonna continue on here. So now we're gonna go into the latter half of it. So now we're gonna get the rest of our teams here. Let's see what fate has for our dear teams here in the bracket. Let's start back off in Group A with team number 16. Team number 16, and that is going to be the Indiana Tech Warriors are going to join in Group A.
Don't get to see the college match off just yet. Not going to be able to find Depaul just yet. All right.
Not yet, but we're going to check for our Group B team. It's going to be team number 28. Team number 28, and that is going to be Bird Society Chickadee. That is Bird
All right.
Is now going to be in Group B. All right.
All right. Big monkey, tiny bird. Let's go Group B. All right.
All right. And now, team number 11. Team number 11, and that is going to be Quest Esports. I want to call him Johnny Quest Esports, because that's how old I am with the cartoon. But I know.
I hear the theme music already. And for those of you Zoomers that don't know, all right, Johnny Quest was, think of it like Scooby-Doo, but for boomers. All right. So
yes.
It was a little further back than Scooby-Doo. We know that you don't know, but we do, and that's what matters.
All right. So joining Lo-Fi Aim, the Weird Squad, Contract, and our mystery team number 32 in Group D is going to be team number 20. Team number 20, and that is going to be the Rolling Ronalds.
All right.
In Group D.
All right. So we got Lo-Fi, we got Weird Squad, and Rolling Ronalds all recently participated in the most recent Open Division. So that's stacked, folks. Group D is stacked. Keep your eye on that. That's going to be a battle for the top for sure to be able to make their way into that playoffs bracket.
All righty. Next up. So now we're going to snake back. We're going to go to Group D. So joining the rest of those teams is going to be team number 31. And that will be Team Vortex. We'll be joining our Group D. Moving on. Not a lot of teams left to pick here. Whittling down. Team number 15. And that is Depaul Esports Black. And oh my God.
Oh, man.
Team Kill. Now,
Civil War. Here we go.
So here's the thing, Jack. In this format, in the groups, 4 teams can make it out of each group. We'll talk about the format a little bit later on this in the broadcast, but do not fear. Both teams could make it out and play with each other. But the idea is that they will probably run into each other at a certain point, depending on how this goes. But my goodness, sorry, Depaul. The ping pong balls have spoken. We can't avoid it.
I mean, that's how the script be written sometimes, gotta get some of that sibling rivalry going on. So it's whether we see them in the group section facing off against one another or in the playoffs bracket, it's gonna be a spicy match, because you got to think about it. These teams probably scrim with one another a lot.
Probably.
So they know each other's secrets very, very well. And so it's really going to be about who can outplay who, and maybe who didn't show all their secrets in those scrims.
Yeah, save it for the playoffs, right?
Exactly.
All right. Our next team is going to be team number 10. Team number 10, and that is going to be Oracle Hydras. Okay.
All
right. So they're going to join everybody in Group B. And finally, sneaking back to Group A, we have team number 21. That's going to be Pogfish. It's going to be into Group A. And just like that, we are down to our final 8 teams. I'm not sure. I don't want to look at my hands, because I want this to be legal. But like there are some killers still left in this bracket.
Oh yeah.
Like Arlington is still out there. We did pick COVID. I was trying to say like actually we haven't picked either region team. I mean, oh my goodness.
No. Region's still waiting in the wings right now. So.
And we have our other tier 3 team as well. Sorry about that. So. Alrighty, here it is. The final stretch, the final countdown, whatever you want to call it. Here we go. The final 8 teams. Going Group A is team number 23. Team number 23, and that's going to be the tier 3, whatever name of it subs. They know who they are. All right. And moving on to Group B.
All right.
It's going to be team number 27, and that is going to be UT Arlington. It's going to be in Group B. Oh my, wait a minute. Oh my, the ping pong balls have spoken. So we have a UTD team, we have University of Texas Dallas, and now we have UT Arlington, the same group.
Oh boy.
No. Oh no, I am so sorry.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
nothing
Louis.
to be sorry about, Will. The ping pong balls speak, and they are letting us know that they're going to make some incredible matchups for us right now. So we've got 2 universities going at it with one another. I mean, later on in the playoffs, more than likely we're going to be seeing attack mode versus defense mode. We're going to be seeing lots of different battles going on in that playoff seed. I mean, this is looking to be a real heavy week to start things off for sure.
Alrighty. So the next team that will be joining in Group C is going to be team number 24. Team number 24, and that's going to be Team Cryogenic.
All right.
Cryogenic. 5 teams remain, ladies and gentlemen. 5 teams remain. Oops.
Now the question is, do both regen teams end up in the same bracket too?
I don't know.
Woo!
So, jeez. Actually, well, I'll deal with it in a sec. So I dropped the ball, but that's okay. That's okay. Rip. It's just, well, actually not here. I'm gonna do this. Like I'm just gonna be unprofessional at broadcast, and I'm gonna joke.
That's all right. I'll fill for you. Don't worry.
Go for it.
All right. So a lot of great teams that we already seeded right here, folks. I mean, Pogfish, I know, comes from the Tranquility community, so we know them rather well. They kind of surpassed our high cap, and so they're looking for other places to compete. But they are not to be slept on, folks. They are some incredible players nonetheless. Looking again at Group B, it just seems like it's going to be a battle of the creatures here. You got monkey, you got bird, and now you got a hydra. So I mean, that's a lot of animal power going on in the B bracket. Group C, we're spinning. We're freezing. It's, there's no empathy, apparently, just in case you didn't get the memo. There's no empathy in Group C. So, I mean, at the end of the day, like, these groups are shaping up really well. And this is why we do the random draw, right? Because we have no idea. Like, we're just going based on names here. Like, we have an idea of some of these teams, but honestly, any one of these teams could walk themselves into the playoffs and just blow us all away. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see this tier 3 talent.
All right, so just for legality's sake, the ball that I dropped was Solstice Pyra, but I put them back into the draw here, so it's legal. So that it's not just like, oh, I made a mistake. I just want to make sure that, like, hey, everybody knows it.
Sounds good.
Call me on it later. So, okay, 5 teams remaining.
20%, you could get it again. 20% chance.
Yeah, 20% chance.
All right, let's see.
We'll see if the ping pong balls are talking. So here we go. Joining is going to be Team 19. Team 19. That's going to be Team Anxiety, which I just had a few minutes ago from dropping this ping pong ball.
That's all right. That's a constant strain in my life, so I feel it.
All right. All right. Now, we're going to snake back. Now, mind you, we have not picked either regen team, so now there's a 50%
so no
chance.
face-offs. Rip.
I'm sure they're biting bullets, and yeah. So, and then we have Solstice Pyre still left, and I'm not blanking on the last team, but here we go. Joining Lo-Fi, the Weird Squad, Contract, our Mystery Team 32, Rolling Ronalds, Vortex, and Anxiety in Group D is going to be team number 18, and that is going to be Solstice Pyra. And that is a team.
See? Solstice Pyra got in there anyway. Easy day.
So
easy day.
There he goes. All right. So that is Ravens from Chicago, well, not Chicago Overwatch, but from Kaiju Corp. So shout outs to her. Okay. Good luck in the bracket. Let's pick our Group C team. Is going to be joining Initial Drift, Depaul, Spin to Win, Reno Empathy, Quest Esports, and the other Depaul team, and Cryogenic is going to be team number 29, Team 29, and that's going to be Avidity. We'll be joining them.
All right. So that's going to shape up that bracket really well. Going into Group B now to join Kong, Forge Academy, T3 Osu, Empyrean, Bird Society Chickadee, Oracle Hydrus, and UT Arlington is...
Team number 12. So that is going to be Regen is going to be in Group B. And because I know this already, we're going to pick up team number 13.
Who's the last one? There we go.
It's going to be Regen Moki is going to go into Group A. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have it. This is your Invitational 2 group stage teams set up here. We have fully drawn all the teams. So once again, in Group A, we have False Experience Void, AJHA, Modern Renegades, Agave Coven. I know someone in the chat's correcting me how I say Coven, whatever. I don't care. Idiot Tech Warriors, Pockfish, Tier 3, whatever the sub's name, and Regen Moki we just picked. In Group B, we're going to have Kong, Forge Academy, Tier 3 Osu, Empyrean, Bird Society Chickadee, Oracle Hydrus, UT Arlington, and Regen. Next in Group C, we're going to have Initial Drift, Depaul Esports, Spin to Win, Reno Empathy, Quest Esports, Depaul University Black, Cryogenic, and Avidity. And last, and certainly not least, Group D is going to be Lo-Fi Aim, The Weird Squad, Contract, our Mystery Team 32, we could make announcements very soon here, and Rolling Ronald, Vortex, Anxiety, and Solstice. Now, mind you, you're looking at this roster here, and what do you I guess maybe just initial thoughts. Like, what do you think is the biggest group to look forward to right now, Jack?
I mean, based on the ones that I know, it's Group D. Like I said, we've got some open division teams in there that I recognize pretty well. Lo-Fi Aim, aka if you didn't hear earlier, rebranding for defense mode. The Weird Squad, Rolling Ronalds, all participated in the open division for North America here in the spring. So a lot of competition there, but I mean, at the end of the day, there were if I remember correctly, there were about 89 teams in open division. So even if we don't have those particular teams playing here, we could have players from those teams participating into one of these. Like some of these teams could have just been made off the cuff, like, hey, you want to earn some money? Yeah, let's play together. It's a good time. So,
yeah, for sure.
And we're not done yet.
No, we're not.
This is just North America, folks.
Right.
This is just the North American pool, and I think it's time, Will, that we take a hop across the pond.
Yeah, absolutely.
For our EU division.
Yeah, so let's check out our EU division, ladies and gentlemen. So we have 8 teams that are going to play out, and again, it's going to be a different format from our North American squad here. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But you have Shoes Money Crew, which shout outs to Nate's from Shoes Money Crew. If you want to know why we're doing the EU division, it's because of them. It's because of them.
And for those of you that do not follow Tier 3 and Tier 2 Overwatch, Shoes Money Crew was a contenders team.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Or still is, rather. I should say still is a contenders team.
Yes.
So, there's a lot of talent in that team. And I'm not going to say I'm sorry for the other 7 teams. I'm just going to say you got your work cut out for you. That's all I got to say. But 4th Dimension and 5th Dimension were also part of that EU Open Division as well. 4th Dimension placing 3rd in that seed. 5th Dimension was placed just a little further down. I can't remember the seed off the top of my head. Coming in for the rest of the EU side of the field, we've got Hostile Takeover, Munich Esports, Crossfire Esports, Server Name, and Incendia Esports. So interesting. So go ahead.
So I was going to say shout outs also to Oceancast as well, because that's Incendia is Oceancast's team, and that's all he wanted was to make sure that his team got in. And I said no problem, that's an instant lock. And then the minute we opened up registration, I think we closed registration in less than 24 hours when we announced this freaking thing. So shout outs to you all, and thank you guys so much for participating. Like we got a full on. It is EU time zone. We got EU casters. We've got EU production staff. We're rocking and rolling over here, and so I'm just very happy that we kind of were able to put this together at the last second. So thank you all so much. So we're going to show the groups, the group. We don't have a group stage for the EU section here, but if we want to show kind of our setup here, we're not going to draw all of the teams. We're just going to put Shoes Money Crew and 4th Dimension, Seed 1 and Seed 2. And the rest of the teams, for what I understand, are close, but I've been told differing stories about the relative skill of the rest of the teams. But the idea is that we're going to draw the rest of the teams because of the middle of the pack is extremely close. So we're going to give you guys a little bit of the fun of the draw, but it's just for seeding at this point for a double elimination bracket. So we'll talk about that again. We'll talk about that in a minute. So if you want to just see real quick, so teams, Shoes Money Crew is 33. And wrong hands, 33 and 34. So they're already out, already pulled. So now we're just gonna pick the last 6 teams. And again, I've got ping pong ball. I got ping pong balls for all the teams. So here we go. So what's gonna be the 3rd seed for our bracket in the EU? In the EU now.
All right.
It's gonna be team number 37, and I believe that is Munich Esports.
All right.
So they're going to be seed 3. Now I'm going to pick the next team. Let me make sure that got updated. Cool. All right. Team number 36. And that is going to be Hostile Takeover will be seed 4 in our EU bracket. And next up, we've got team number 35, and that's gonna be 5th Dimension. So I think that's that would be 4 or 5. So I was thinking maybe if I got a chance to break the 4th wall in the 5th Dimension. I'm sorry. I tried. I tried to make a joke. It didn't work.
Honestly, I'd just be wondering what the 5th dimension is. I mean, we already have 3. We already have 4th. I mean, what does that look like? I mean, do we just start smelling colors at that point? I really have no clue. I have no clue. Will.
All right, so team number 39. That's Server Name.
All right.
And so that would be seed 6 in our bracket. And we're gonna get team number 40, so that's going to be Incendia. So I think they're going to be playing against, if I have my math right, if I have my bracket math right, I think they're going to be playing against Fourth Dimension.
Yep, that's how my math's working out too.
All right, and finally, our last team number 38. Congratulations, you get to play against Shoes Money Crew first.
All right, so let's go ahead and break it down here, folks. So, of course, if you know about bracketing, it's usually first and last all the way through. So this is the first matchups that we're going to be seeing in this double elimination bracket. So we're going to be seeing Choose Money Crew versus Crossfire Esports. On the other side of the bracket, we're going to be seeing Fourth Dimension versus Incendia Esports. Coming in another point in the bracket will be Munich Esports versus Server Name. And our final showdown to start things off is going to be Hostile Takeover versus Fifth Dimension. Now, like you said, some of these teams are going to be really close. You know, again, Shoes Money Crew just happens to be a contenders team, but I know that there is a lot of talent out there, folks. I would not be surprised if any of these teams end up giving Shoes Money Crew a little bit of a run for their money. But, I mean, you got to give them props, folks. This is an incredibly talented team, and every single one of these teams have to be on their A++ game in order to be able to stack up against them.
Alrighty, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We're done. I'm done with my ping pong ball speech and everything else.
No more ping pong.
So we'll work a little bit backwards here. Just talk about how this week is going to go. Like I said, it's only Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to be playing any Overwatch today because we don't have a gauntlet. We're not doing anything special today. But that's okay. We did the draw, so now you know where your teams are. So for any of the teams that are in the chat, is all 100 plus of you in the chat right now, just going nuts. Here's the thing. Check in with me, right? You should be hearing from me soon to schedule your next game, which is going to be, so we're going to play well, actually, I'll do the EU first, then we'll talk about the NA. So in the EU, all 8 teams are going to play in just a simple double elimination bracket until we have a winner, right? So we'll end up having a first, second, and third place, whatever. And so, who knows? If it's not Shoes Money Crew, I don't know. I don't want to make any bets live on stream, so I know someone's going to hold me to it, so I'm not going to make any bets. But either way, so and then that tournament will all start. So the EU tournament will start on Saturday, and it's just going to be Saturday and Sunday, and then the broadcast. So it's 8:30 in the morning for me, or it's 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning for me, and then we'll play a couple matches, and then we'll start the NA broadcast. So good luck to all the teams in the EU. And once again, thank you to Shoes Money Crew for coming in and playing and just giving us a little bit of street cred here and playing it out. But again, I might be just writing a check to Shoes Money Crew. I might just be like, here it is. Nope.
You know what? I'm always one for the underdog. So the only thing that I would have to say is, Shoes Money Crew, watch out, because if one of these teams takes you down, April contenders is not going to look good in the chat. No. It's not going to look good. So we will see that undefined talent, those diamonds in the rough that have yet to see how they stack up against those top tier teams. For sure.
Alrighty, and then so let's go over to the NA side. So again, today's Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. So for all of you NA teams out there, for all y'all watching, you guys know what groups you're in. So if you haven't heard from me by now, you should have heard from me, because I would have asked you to do a team profile sheet, and I would have asked you what day you want to play, which means you're gonna play your first match some point between now and Saturday, and hopefully it's either Thursday or Friday, and we get to broadcast and cast it. We have a lovely talent crew and talent for our broadcast, so we want to give them some work. So let's get that done, right? Then on Saturday is the big day. All 32 teams, or hopefully 32 teams, will show up and play on Saturday to finish out the group stages, and that's going to be at 12 o'clock. Well, it was going to be 1 o'clock Central Time on Saturday. And then finally, if you make it out of your groups and you make it through the knockouts, and you get into top 4, which, again, some people may already have their top 4 already, you get to play on Sunday at the exact same time. In the interim, however, we will also tell you that, just like last time, now this got a little bit bungled last time, but I will tell everybody out loud and in person that, yes, if you get knocked out, that's okay. That is okay. our broadcast partner at Landlords Gaming is going to be hosting kind of their own invitational with the teams that didn't qualify out of our bracket as well. So you have another chance to play, you have another chance to win. Don't leave this time. Just if you go 0-2, it's 100% okay. You might have another shot at the title. We'll see how it goes. But thank you to everyone that's been involved in the broadcast so far. Look, we got a long night ahead of us, long day ahead of us. So again, if you're within a shot, get a hold of me. Let's get your team scheduled. Let's get you can play. And good luck to all 40 plus teams in the place. And thank you, Jack, for sticking around with me. Thank you, Uni, for being on production and putting this wonderful this package, ladies and gentlemen. This is just the beginning. We've updated. We're going for the title here. We're going for the best production we could also put together. And Uni and Jack are the two people driving that forward. So thank you both. And then of course we have our lovely TO staff with IRL Chibi, and we also have Terras from Landlords Gaming. We also have. I'm sorry to keep not mentioning this, but I'll make sure to do this more often. We also have our sponsor at Ignited.gg with Vincent and Samter. They are sponsoring some of the talent you will be seeing on this channel over the weekend. We have so much talent that I'm not even allowed to broadcast. I'm not even allowed to cast on my own channel this weekend. This is. I demand a recap, but no, actually, it's a great opportunity for all the different talent that's going to be a part of this. So thank you all for joining me in this crazy journey. But outside of that, look. I'm looking forward to this weekend. I've been looking forward to it for a couple months, and I can tell you right now, this is only the beginning. Ladies and gentlemen. We haven't even played a game of Overwatch, and this is only the beginning. So we will see you tomorrow. We're hoping that our broadcast will start around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time here on this channel. We'll also see if we can get Landlords Gaming put together. But right now, we got to go back into the booth and figure out who's going to play who, and we're going to schedule these games, and we'll get this out as soon as possible. Jack, any last final thoughts? Are you hyped, man?
I'm super hyped right now, and if you all in the chat aren't hyped, then I don't know what to tell you. You're just gonna have to tune in over the next couple of days. Like we said, we got multiple channels that are gonna be pumping out content over the next couple of days, and at very least, if you don't catch any of the group stages, you gotta watch on Saturday and Sunday. You gotta watch those brackets being formed both in the NA and the EU and see how everything shakes out. I don't know. I'm beside myself. This entire invitational is filled with amazing talent. And honestly, we have no idea who's going to come out on top. Yeah,
anything can happen.
Anybody. Anybody.
I can imagine that any one of these teams could show us something that we've never seen before, right? Like I said, the numbers, the numbers can tell you a story, but they don't tell you the truth, right? It's just who knows what happens. But either way, good luck to all the teams. And once again, I'm extremely grateful and privileged to be able to put this on for you guys. Thank you all so much for all the support, all the tweets, all the participation. And man, it's going to be a great weekend. We'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Time right here in this channel. And good luck. Have a good night. Thank you once again.